Hello, everyone, and welcome to the void between reality and the land of hacking nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at two more toys, well, really prop replicas, from the Bandai Legacy line. Today we have the Dagger and Saba. And these are really the two of the crown jewels of my collection. Legacy was an absolutely incredible line, and it is an absolute crying shame that it ended, really. The fact that it ever ended and that Hasbro didn't even attempt to create something to the quality of these. Really, these aren't toys. These are replicas. These are honestly one-to-one replicas. And it's a shame that nothing of this quality ever came out since, because these are so high quality and they are very, very difficult to find at a reasonable price. Because this I think was around $80 when I bought this from Toys R Us, because these were both Toys R Us exclusives. Rip Toys R Us, will never forget. I'm so jealous of you Canadian type people, because you still have my childhood. But anyway, this was around $80, I believe, and then this was about $110, $120, I think. Don't quote me on that, but they are both just incredible. The Saba sword in particular. But we're going to take, first off, we're going to start with the Dragon Dagger. And yeah, it's kind of perfect, isn't it? First of all, and this really won't come off on camera, this thing is heavy. Like, it is legitimately heavy. And the reason behind that is a good deal, or a good portion of this toy is in fact die-cast metal. And it's everything from, this is where the battery cover is, you get a pencil and then this comes off and then it'll slide out. The buttons are die-cast metal. This is die-cast metal. This piping is die-cast metal. The on-off switch is die-cast. This entire flute assembly here, that is all die-cast. This is die-cast. This is like one of the few things that's plastic on this toy. Also, if you've ever had... Sorry, I didn't mean to knock the camera. If you've ever had the original or seen the original Dragon Dagger from the 90s, you would know that there is a lot of sticker detail on that toy and a lot of unnecessary lightning bolts and other show inaccurate things. Everything that could be done in painted or sculpted detail on this thing is done in painted or sculpted detail. Everything that could be made in die-cast metal really is. You know, the only real plastic is in the handle, and then you got the rubberized plastic up here just so that you don't poke your eye out. And you got some more of the rubberized stuff here just to, you know, make it a little bit more durable. But it's all molded detail, and a good bit of it is die-cast metal. So this thing has a real heft to it. It weighs a couple pounds. And really my only complaint is that over time, this has gotten a little, or gone a little crooked, but you can't really help that. Plus, this was in storage for a while when I was moving. But, yeah, aesthetically, it's brilliant. It's absolutely incredible. There's only some minimal paint chipping. You know, this toy is years and years old. I think this is at least about around 10 years old at this point. But this and the Saba sword are really the two indicators of how quality the Legacy line was. The Legacy line was designed to be one-to-one prop replicas for the roleplay toys, or, you know, replicas in this case. So let's go ahead and turn it on, and we will show you, or I will show you, I have suddenly developed multiple personalities, show you what it sounds like. So when you turn it on, you get that sort of booting up noise. And then you go to the 3 buttons here. These each have a different action sound. So you got, and then you can rapid fire each other. They will cut each other off. So you can tell if you hit one in succession, it'll kind of cut itself off, but oh well. Now I know what you must be thinking, Brian, is that honestly the only sounds it makes? Because didn't the flute used to play in the show? It does, dear viewer. That's where this button comes into play. This is the mouthpiece sort of thing. So you hold this, and then you press the buttons. This wasn't. That's all the Zords coming together and Tommy telling the Dragon Zord to charge, and this is summoning the Dragon Zord. And then this will play the theme song. And you can press this to cancel any of the sounds, so like that. So if you didn't want to play that sound, you can cancel it. I'm not playing the full theme song because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But what's really cool is, let's say you're using this as a roleplay prop, or you're at a convention, you've got a costume, and you want to try playing the flute, right? So what you do is you press this, and then you're going to press the noise you want and let go of this. Because then you can press the buttons without interrupting the sounds. So if you wanted to pretend like you're playing the flute, you absolutely can, which I think is really nice. It's obvious that they went the extra mile for these toys because they wanted to make this as special as humanly possible to celebrate Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the legacy that it left behind, hence the name of the line. So that is the Dragon Dagger. The Dragon Dagger, honestly, I couldn't recommend this toy enough, but if you're looking for one, get ready to shell out a pretty penny, because these are A, not very easy to find anymore, and B, they're gonna cost you big time because they were expensive to begin with. So we'll go ahead and turn that off, and we will bring in the Saba sword. And I think, as you can tell by the fact that it barely fits on camera, this thing is long. He is a long boy, and he even extends the blade. This is sort of just to protect it when it's on display, or what if you are carrying it around and whatnot, and then you can pull that out to extend the blade in full. And while this has more plastic than the Dragon Dagger, really couldn't be helped because of how big this thing is, it does still have quite a bit of die-cast metal. This entire helmet piece on the top of Saba, this is all die-cast metal. These 2 guards are die-cast metal. And then these 2 gold pieces and the emblems on either side are all die-cast metal. So again, this thing has a real heft to it. This is really a couple pounds like the Dragon Dagger. This is even heavier than it. And it just feels like a replica. This feels like it was, it was designed to be a 1-to-1 replica, but you can tell they took their time on this thing. They wanted to make this as good as humanly possible, and that comes down to the electronics. Because, like you might think, because it did in the show, Saba talks. He does indeed talk. So we'll go ahead and turn him on. And the first thing you're going to get, here, let me move this back just a tad so that he's not directly in your face. You turn him on. He lights up and his mouth moves and he roars. So the first things we can do, and I'll also put him down this way just so you can see, because his eyes will light up. He has 3 sounds, so you can get, the first press is this sound, second, and then third, and you can rapid fire them if you want. Once you let go for about a second, it changes to the next sound. So it has 2 buttons to activate those sounds. One is so that you can hold it like this, so upright, And then the other, the one I was using, is so you can hold it as if you were holding, or use it like he would, where he would backhand Saba sometimes, or just hold him up to blast his laser eyes. So, the real deal with this, they went and they found the original actor who voiced Saba and got him to come back and re-record lines so that just for this toy. So there's 2 buttons on his back, on the back of the head. You press it, and you get the lines. The other one will roar. And you can see his eyes light up and his mouth moves in time to the voice clips.
I'm having difficulty getting through to the Red Ranger. I think you need a bit more power. I'll take care of him. Activate the
And that's all the sounds he makes. And then if you hold the one of the 2 buttons, you get the theme song, and his eyes will move or light up in time to the theme song. But again, I can't play it because I don't want to get copyright striked. But yeah, this thing is absolutely perfect. I have tiny nitpicks. The battery door is a little bit hard to access because of the way they wanted to make this as clean as possible with as little screw holes as possible. But the fact that they were able to bring Saba's voice actor back, and by the way, just the detailing, I love the dry brushing on his face, makes it look like he's been through the war, and I love that. Just the fact that they brought his voice actor back just to do lines for the toys shows the commitment that Bandai had for this line, that they wanted to get this thing right. And I could not recommend either of these things enough. If you can find them somehow at a decent price, absolutely. If you were a huge fan of Power Rangers like me, pick these things up. They are just that freaking good. So yeah, there you go. There you have the Bandai Legacy line, Saba and Dragon Dagger. Yeah, just great toys. Great toys. Or replicas. I keep saying toy. I mean to say replica. Come on, Brian. Get with it. But anyway, I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Go down below to find all my links where you can find all the places you can find me and support me. One more thing before I go. I forgot to mention it last time. I have a poll up right now on the community tab. I want to do a stream here for Halloween. I want to stream on Halloween, and I want to stream the Nightmare Before Christmas PlayStation 2 game, Oogie's Revenge. I literally never heard of the game until recently, and I was able to get an emulator for it. So I would love to play that. I would love to have some Halloween hangs. And let me know if you guys can come. I would want to go live. I think I said like 2 p.m. Eastern on the poll. That would be around where I would want to go live at, and we'd hang out for a couple hours. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. And yeah, until next time, remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. I will see you next time.